And hi again, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And, Charles, you take a look at our matchup here. You've got to believe that this is a game that might be won in the trenches.
Oh, without question. This is big person on big person, big unit against big unit.
Meat on meat.
Oh, you got it all. Pick your cliche, but we know this. The ground's going to shake, things are going to rumble, and they're going to have an impact on today's game. Set to go now in what could be called the Battle of the Beltway. The Ravens and Redskins are underway. This is taken at the 3. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. First carry now for Jordan Howard. And he works his way forward for a couple up past the 30.
Well, he's looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple yards out of it. So those defenders, they're rallying to the football pretty quickly.
Now Howard. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. And they'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
Stephon Tuitt came out of Notre Dame as another one of those really tall defensive ends, and you just wondered, would they be able to have the leverage to bend and make plays? I think he just gave us an answer with that tackle.
Back to throw. Young. And they can't get the long connection as it falls incomplete.
But when you're going up against a talented receiver like that, you just know that they're going to bring more people to him, right? They're going to double cover him every chance they get.
I think that is what we're going to see all game long. An early taste of that double, maybe even sometimes triple coverage we might see.
Yeah, I think what they're counting on, his talent to sometimes beat that double coverage.
This is taken around the 12. A big kick there. We'll call it 56 yards on the punt. And it'll be Redskins football now with a 1st and 10. They go play action here on 1st down. Trying to force it to his tight end, Walker. It's intercepted. Buda Baker with a pick. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively, not all the time.
And he lost the football, but this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard. So after nearly turning it over, new life here for the offense on 2nd down. Young off the play fake. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Tony Gonzalez, a 22-yard touchdown grab. And the Ravens have taken the early lead. And the Ravens lead at 7-0. Here's Bosher to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. A look at Washington as they come onto the field. And last time, 1 play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give him a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
Big boys down there in the trenches, and a nice play to stop him cold. Nothing there.
Yeah.
And he goes down. The Ravens able to get to him. Melvin Ingram in there to sack him for a loss of 6. And I know it seems like we say this a lot in broadcast booths, but a quarterback can hold on to the football too long in these situations. I think he did right there.
Oh, I agree with you totally. Sometimes you have to understand situations. Get rid of the football, save some yardage to make it less to gain for the next down. Instead, he was so hipped on ball security, he held on to it and took a big sack.
On 3rd down, here's Bell. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. It's a pickup of 6, but it's not going to be enough. And the punt team's going to be summoned on 4th down.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, got to make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And the Ravens get the football back and in great shape. Here comes the Raven offense now, ready for another possession. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Dayon Buchanan. The 30, 20, 10, and he will bring this one back. It's a pick-6 for a Redskins touchdown. So a dangerous pass over the middle into zone coverage, and it bit him hard.
And what's really difficult when you throw it in that direction and versus that zone, that means the linebackers have gotten to their spot, gotten their heads back around, and they can see the quarterback and everything in front of them. And they took big advantage of it, went the other direction, excellent blocking, and picked up a touchdown.
This is taken at the 3. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. Now the Baltimore offense heading back out onto the field. And following the pick-6, and they have decent field position in throwing that pick-6. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high-percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told him, and they told us, they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
They go with Howard again. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs.
Well, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a 1st down. Well done. A good pickup there, a 22. So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels.
Here we go now. Green 39. Green 39.
Young now. Off play action. That is caught at the 7. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10 to the 7. 23 yards on the play. A good grab there by the former Central Michigan man, Antonio Brown.
And he ate up some real estate on the catch, too, didn't he? I think the most impressive part of it, though,
two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. On 1st and goal, Howard. And that'll move him a little closer as he takes it from the 7 down to the 4-yard line.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. They'll try again with Howard. And the D not yielding much there. He's only going to get a yard to about the 2. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it...
And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Dayon Buchanan. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Brandon, this is why golfers do their best to never count a score in their head before the ball goes in the cup. This looked like a slam dunk for points on this drive, didn't it? Instead, they throw an interception, and they're going to come away empty.
And he will forge his way forward only up to the 2-yard line.
Well, not a game that you're going to go crazy about, but when you start at your own 2-yard line, any type of space is good for the offensive guys.
Yeah, just can't go backwards from here. They did it. Now we'll see if they can keep it on schedule here on 2nd down. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
I think it's okay there. They didn't get a whole lot on that play, but it's nice to have a safety valve that's built like this guy. Big target, guy you can spot pretty easily.
put it on him when your other targets aren't open.
On third down, it's Bell, and they'll get him down right at around the 11-yard line. It'll be a gain of 5, and the punt team will now come out on fourth down.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. He'll take that anytime you hand the ball to a back.
They do go for it. It's Wentz. He's got Evans. He's at the 50. He's at the 30. The 20. Touchdown, Washington. Mike Evans, 89 yards. And the Redskins have taken the lead. So it was fourth down. They complete the short pass, and then boom, off to the races all the way to pay dirt.
And so many times in short yardage situations or on downs like this on fourth down, the defense gets a little more aggressive. So if you're able to pop it, right, complete a pass like that, it can break big afterwards, and that's exactly what we saw there. Short pass, long run.
And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. And 2 interceptions already here in this first half. That's got to affect him a little bit, right? He's got to be thinking about it.
He's got to be thinking about it, but most of the good ones, they find a way to put it aside. They're not happy about it.
And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by the veteran James Harrison. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
Now a first down carry by Bell. And he'll work his way inside the 30 now to the 28. A minute 58 to go in this first half of play. More from the desert after this. Now Wentz throwing on second down. His throw caught right around the 6. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 to the 5-yard line. 23 yards on the play. So in the second quarter, he's already up over 100 yards receiving now.
And isn't 100 the magic number for a really good game for a receiver? So he got a chance to really shatter that and have a profound effect on this game.
From the gun, it's Wentz. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington.
That score was not a game clincher by any stretch of the imagination. But the other team now has to be careful to not let this game begin to slip away.
It's good, and it is now 21-7. Here's Bosher to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. Oh, good move. And not a particularly good return here as they'll be forced to start at the 12-yard line.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these teams, special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive, almost what we call the group.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked by Kevin Byard. And he is not quite going to make it all the way in. They'll mark him down right about the 1-yard line. And that pick just sets him up beautifully right down near the goal line.
I remember being in a defensive meeting back when I was in college, and our defensive coordinator says, we're going to call this Be Who You Are defense. D-lineman.
And he fights his way into the end zone for a Redskin touchdown. Le'Veon Bell punching it in from a yard away. And the Redskins find a way to stretch their lead. He knocks it through. It's 28-7. Here's Bosher to kick it away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. Try to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense, as they'll stop it with a tick under a minute to go before half. Here's Young, looking to throw on second down. They'll set up the screen to Howard. It's a foot race. 30, 10, 5, and he takes it all the way down to the 3. A big play there just before halftime. And even 80 yards. They'll try to pound it in with West. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. Only a yard that time, second and goal. Now you've got to hustle your guys to the line and get them set. They'll run again here with West. And he's going to be shoved down pretty hard at the 2-yard line. And prior to this 3rd and 2 play, we're going to get a timeout called, as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. To throw is Young on 3rd and 2. And this is caught. Touchdown, Baltimore. Tony Gonzalez in the final seconds of the first half. And the Ravens get a bit closer.
Terrific. Touchdown. I know we've got a game now.
Yeah, I think anytime you go to the second half down just 1 or 2 scores, you feel not where you want to be, but in a pretty good spot.
And I think for most teams, when they go into the half in this situation, it's not a lot of adjusting going on. It's much more, all right, guys, let's just play a little bit better than we did in the first half.
And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. A look at Washington as they come onto the field. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
They'll start the drive with a carry by Bell. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. And you see the clock almost empty, so this is likely the last play in the second quarter. A final shot before half for Wentz. And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. This is taken at his 4. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. The Redskins offense now, they head back onto the field. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly, because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, you think you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
Still third quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
On second down, it's Bell. And he's got it up over the 40 to the 41. Give him 4 on the carry, and it'll make this a 3rd and about 2.
Third quarter, and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
Wentz looking to throw on 3rd and 2. And that is incomplete. Well, the numbers have been good in the passing game, and certainly a big reason why they have the lead. But now here, third quarter, maybe go to the run game a little more?
Yeah, perhaps. I mean, after that incompletion, a little credit to the defense for shutting them down on that play. Maybe you try and run the football a little bit more in this spot, but they have to feel good about how they've been throwing it overall.
And how about the call here? They need 2 yards in their own territory on 4th down, and they're going to go for it. They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. Leroy Reynolds coming in hard on the blitz. He gets him down for a loss of 4. Being just short of midfield, they decide to take a crack at it on 4th down. They don't come through.
Sometimes it's just showing confidence in your defense. You know that they're good, and they'll take care of you. A lot of coaches during the week
he can't avoid the pressure. Redskins get there. Stephon Tuitt in there to drop him, and it'll be a loss of about 8. This is Howard on 2nd down, and he'll be brought down at about the 42. They get 2 yards back, but they're going to need a lot more than that here on 3rd down.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked by Kevin Byard. And he's got some space here. There he goes, right side. And he will bring this one back. It's a pick-6 for a Redskins touchdown. This D wanted to put it away before we even get to the 4th quarter, widening that margin a bit further.
And while they won't just empty the bench just yet, if you're a backup, start loosening up. I think you'll get a chance to play before this one is over now with that type of a cushion.
So they throw the pick-6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or 2 shy of the 30. And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. And last time, decent field position through the pick-6. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So that didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position and not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
12 yards to pick up there. Good for a Raven first.
Partner, as a quarterback, sometimes you just got to know when the clock has gone off in your head, it's time to go. Tuck it and get all you can.
Now Young on 1st and 10. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. No gain on the screen there. It's 2nd down. So nothing there on the screen that time.
That means all that great acting they tried on offense went for naught, didn't it? Because you have to try and influence them. Make them think that you're doing something else. Make them think that they can get to the passer by letting them by and then setting up the screen and getting downfield. Didn't happen at all. Give a lot of credit to the defense for not tumbling to that one.
The Ravens on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 4. From the gun, Young. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Adrian Claymore able to get him down for a loss of 11 on the play. And it'll be 4th down. Still just the 3rd quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on 4th.
Let's go! Green 39! Green 39!
Now flags come in. I think one of the Ravens got going a little early. And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it. And the play clock's running down. Looking to throw. Young, nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And he will at least be able to fall on it himself, but it was fourth down, and the possession changes.
Well, that was a big oops right there, but how about his ability to correct it? Loses the football, able to get it back himself.
Yeah, pounced right back on it, keeps possession.